Good morning and welcome back to the Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing, presented by the Clear Commodity Network and delivering today's top news in mining and mineral exploration. From the new ClearCom studios, here's your host, Trevor Hall.
Good morning and welcome back to Mining Stock Daily. This is Ian Wagner filling in for Trevor Hall this week. It's Tuesday, August 4th, and this is your Mining Stock Daily Morning Briefing. Gold futures slipped on Monday, settling near $4,090 an ounce on the December contract. Silver was essentially unchanged, finishing just below $58. Copper gained more than 1% to settle around $6.51 a pound. Canadian equity markets were closed to celebrate BC Day, but the GDX rose about 2.5% and the GDXJ gained nearly 3.5%. The SIL Silver Miners ETF advanced close to 3%. And at the time of recording this morning, gold is up significantly, about $56 to $41.47 on the December contract, and silver is back above $60, pointing to a bright day ahead for the miners. This episode of Mining Stock Daily is brought to you by Integra Resources. Integra is a growing precious metals producer in the Great Basin of the western United States. Integra is focused on demonstrating profitability and operational excellence at its principal operating asset, the Florida Canyon Mine, located in Nevada. In addition, Integra is committed to advancing its flagship development stage heap leach projects, the past-producing De La Mar project located in southwestern Idaho, and the Nevada North project located in western Nevada. Learn more about the business and their high industry standards over at integraresources.com. Here's what you need to know today. Revival Gold reported one of the strongest grade thickness intercepts yet from the Joss area at its Beartrack-Arnett Gold Project in Idaho. Hole 26-255 returned 3.43 grams per ton gold over nearly 132 meters, including 6.5 grams over 42.5 meters and 11.5 grams over 12 meters. True widths are estimated at roughly 40 to 50% of the reported drilled widths. The result sits between earlier high-grade intercepts and supports continuity within the underground sulfide system. CEO Hugh Agro said the hole demonstrates the strength of mineralization at Joss, which remains open at depth and beyond its current 1.2-kilometer strike. Results from 2 additional wedge holes remain pending. Revival Gold trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol RVG and on the OTCQX under RVLGF. Ridgeline Minerals sold its interests in 4 Nevada gold projects to Nevada Gold Mines for about $33 million Canadian in cash. The Barrick-Newmont joint venture acquired Swift, Black Ridge, Bell Creek, and Atlas, giving it full ownership across the portfolio. Ridgeline said the transaction represents a 26% premium to its 20-day average share price and a return of more than 350% on invested capital. Following closing, the company holds roughly $33 million cash and another $3 million in marketable securities. Ridgeline retains its South 32-funded Salina project, including the Chinchilla sulfide discovery, along with Big Blue, Coyote, and a royalty on the Eagle Tungsten project. Ridgeline trades on the TSX Venture under RDG and on the OTCQB under RDGMF. Collective Mining announced a partnership to develop a community-scale solar project for the Guamal Afro-Colombian community in Supía, Caldas. The initiative is expected to install roughly 600 kilowatts of generating capacity and benefit about 2,000 residents across 420 households. Collective is working with the Community Council, regional and municipal governments, and the local environmental authority. Once completed, the project is expected to provide more reliable, locally generated power, lower household electricity costs, and create revenue through sales of surplus energy. It is also designed to support local jobs, technical training, and community participation in energy management. Collective says the initiative is among the first of its kind in Caldas. The company trades on the TSX and the NYSE American under CNL. Mariana Minerals announced a $310 million U.S. Series B financing led by Khosla Ventures, bringing total parent and project capital raised to about $400 million. Existing investors Anderson Horowitz and Breakthrough Energy Ventures participated alongside new backers including BHP Ventures, Mitsubishi Corporation, and InQtel. Mariana plans to use the funding to expand its vertically integrated mining and refining platform built around its Mariana OS software stack. The system combines capital project management, autonomous mine optimization, and AI-driven plant controls across the company's Copper One and Lithium One operations. Mariana says the platform is designed to shorten development timelines, lower costs, and improve decision-making from mine planning through refining. The privately held company is positioning itself to build and operate critical mineral capacity for copper, lithium, and other strategic commodities. Talon Metals reported new high-grade nickel-copper assays from the vault zone at its Tamarack Project in central Minnesota. Hole 25-568C returns 7.2 meters, grading 6.75% nickel and 7.5% copper, including 2.5 meters of 13.48% nickel and 12% copper. The same hole also cut a shallower interval of 7.15 meters, grading 3% nickel and nearly 6% copper. Elsewhere, hole 25-567A intersected more than 30 meters of mixed massive sulfide mineralization and reached the deeper 802-meter level for the first time since the discovery hole. Talon said the results support a vertically continuous, stacked mineralized system. Drilling continues to test connectivity between the levels. Reported lengths are drill intervals, with true widths unknown. Talon trades on the TSX under the symbol TLO, and on the OTC under the symbol TLOFF. Southern Cross Gold updated the exploration target for its Sunday Creek gold-antimony project in Victoria, Australia. The conceptual target now ranges from 3 million to 4.6 million gold-equivalent ounces, grading between 8.9 and 12.1 grams per ton across roughly 10 to 12 million tons. It now covers 5 prospects and more than 1.5 kilometers of strike, up from 3 prospects and just over 1 kilometer previously. The target represents less than 15% of the project's interpreted 11-kilometer mineralized corridor. 9 rigs are drilling the main system, with 2 more testing regional targets, while 35 kilometers of core await processing. The company cautioned that the target is conceptual and is not yet a mineral resource. Southern Cross trades on the TSX under the symbol SXGC, on the ASX under SX2, and on the OTCQX under the symbol SXGCF. FireFly Metals reported another batch of high-grade drill results from its Green Bay copper-gold project in Newfoundland. Hole 26-101 intersected 11.5 meters, grading 11.1% copper and 2.1 grams per ton gold for 13.2% copper equivalent. Another hole returned nearly 19 meters at 8.2% copper equivalent, while drilling in the lower footwall zone cut above 37 meters at 2.7% copper equivalent. FireFly said the infill results confirmed strong grade continuity across the upper massive sulfide lenses and lower stringer-style mineralization. The assays will feed into an imminent resource update and economic study, which remains scheduled for completion by the end of August. 6 underground rigs continue drilling. FireFly trades on the ASX and TSX under FFM. And Lumina Metals provided an update on 2026 drilling across its 3 copper-silver projects in western Poland. At the flagship Noah Sol project, 2 rigs are completing an 8,200-meter 4-hole program supporting the pre-feasibility study and environmental assessment. The first hole reached its planned depth of 1,900 meters, with preliminary XRF readings consistent with nearby mineralization and assays pending. At Solmerizeche, Lumina plans another hole and further analysis of historic drilling to expand its maiden resource of 308 million tons, grading about 2.1% copper and 32 grams per ton silver. 1 additional hole is planned at Matzo. Lumina appointed Adrian Karolko as Vice President of Exploration. The company trades on the Toronto and Warsaw exchanges under the symbol LMCU. The Mining Stock Morning Briefing is produced by Clear Commodity Network. It is distributed throughout the world through your podcast network of choice and at Clear Commodity Network. That's it for today, everyone. Have a great day. Stay safe. The information presented should not be considered investment advice. Mining Stock Daily and its affiliates are not responsible for any loss arising from any investment decision in connection with the material presented herein. Please do your own research or speak with a licensed financial representative before making any investment decisions.